Hey there, all you hep cats, cool kittens, you guys and dolls, you diesel-powered disciples of cool. It is time for COmixstravaganza Live. I am your host, the time-traveling, comic book-loving, diesel punk prophet of pop culture, Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Del Rocca, along with Darth Lee, Leanna Player, Miss Geek Boutique herself.
Yay!
And we are brought to you tonight by BDC Entertainment, GraphicPolicy.com, the Unlockable Characters, Cosplay Collective, and Comic City Conventions. Now, you may have noticed that we're in a little bit different location tonight. We are not in the Houdini room at the Casa de Cool because...
Funny story.
It's a funny story. Yes, it is. Because it's flooded. The studio is flooded. It's a pond downstairs in the studio. Because here in Nashville, where we're at,
Yes.
we got flooded last week because the inch or more, it was about this thick of ice, melted, and then it started raining as that was melting, and so there was water everywhere. We got flooded then. And then last night, down comes another downpour. The ground is still super saturated from the last runoff, and we get flooded in the Houdini room once again. So, yeah, 110 gallons the last time. I haven't even started pumping out today, so we'll see. But because...
What are they calling this big disaster?
That's
coming through tonight.
This is part 3. Snowpocalypse. First day with my new tongue. Snowpocalypse.
Right?
Part 3.
Also known as the Thor storm.
The Thor storm.
Did you not see that on the news?
No, I
That's
didn't.
the name of the storm. It's Thor.
Oh, is it really
Yeah.
Winter Storm Thor?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We're fixing to get hammered.
That's pretty cool. So, we're here in the movie room, in the media room at the Casa de Cool. This is, here, just take a step that way, Leanna. This is where the big screen movie TV is, the PlayStation, all the board games. We got a baby grand piano over here for some entertaining. And, this is where we chill.
I play the piano right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, this is where we chill. So, little different location. And here's the cool thing, Leanna. As long as we got the camera and an internet connection, this microphone, the iPad, and the laptop that we record the audio only on can go anywhere.
Yeah.
So we can literally do this show live from anywhere that there's a broadband internet connection. And that means your convention.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Portable fun is what it is.
It is portable fun, and it's proven professional portable fun. Check out PowerhouseConventions.com for more about how you could maybe book COmixstravaganza Live. Now, we got to address one other big noticeable thing here tonight. Tina is not with us once again. What are we going to do with this girl?
She said that she was going to be on a plane.
Yes, she
Where
is
is she going?
to Florida.
Oh, no, she
Flying to
No.
see her brother. Going to see family. What kind of excuse is that to miss our show? Because this is the hottest show on the internet.
You know, it's a valid excuse, but I am just very jealous that she is doing that now while we have this winter storm moving through. I am so sick of winter. Like, I am ready for spring.
All right, so here in Nashville, we've had winter for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm done.
And in those entire 2 weeks, we've had ice, snow, rain. We're gonna get some more snow tonight, but
and we got sunshine and like 65-degree weather in between all of that.
But that's taken 2 weeks to go through that cycle. In northeastern Ohio, where I grew up, you know what we call that? Tuesday. That's right. We go through that entire cycle in one day.
No.
And it's just a normal day. You've seen the pictures in Boston and Wyoming where the wall of snow is like 20, 30 feet high.
Is that there? I thought it was somewhere else.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, congregation can't sit on the front pew there.
Sorry.
No front pew Baptists here.
I have a seat right
But you can grab your scriptures and take them elsewhere.
Ooh, yes.
He's got Teen Titans and Cyborg. Actually, you know what? Nobody knows what we're talking about. Come here, Tons of Fun. Come here. This is your time to shine. Wait, not behind. You come in front.
Sorry.
All right, this is Tons of Fun. This is Leanna's son. He's 10 years old. And
No,
that's-
I'm still 9, but in like 2 weeks I'm gonna be 10.
well, that's what I just said. All right, that's your time. Goodbye.
What? I only
Bye.
got like 3 seconds. What the?
I know. That's all you get.
Freak.
This is the Johnny and Leanna show.
I'm Johnny.
All right. So, hey, we got a guest here with us tonight.
Yes.
A very
I see that.
special guest. I'm so excited. This is one of our dearest friends. You guys will remember that she joined us when we were doing Tales from the Geek over at The Great Escape, and she brought some of her awesome artwork. Well, this week, her Rocket Raccoon cover was named one of the top covers of the week.
Wow.
And it's fantastic. So I asked her to come here and to show it off. And so everybody give a big digital round of applause to Janet Lee.
Hello.
Here, let me get you in here.
Surviving Ice Apocalypse.
Now look at this,
Made it.
Janet. We got something new that we didn't have the last time you were
we
here.
did it.
You can actually see yourself.
I know, it's great.
Isn't that awesome?
It is great. It is so handy for those of us who are not used to being on
And,
camera.
and you look great.
Well, thank you.
You look
I
fantastic.
wore like a fun shirt. I tried not to dress for Ice Apocalypse.
Yeah,
It's
well,
old, you know?
you got
I
some
do.
reindeers and
I
Santa.
do. It's how I would go hunting if I were going to hunt. You know, with like tractor beams and like lifting
Yeah.
deer. I think
Yeah.
that's how I would do
Yeah.
it if I were going.
So how have you been since the last time we saw you?
Good, busy. I've been working on a story in Marvel's Once Upon a Time Into the Past anthology that's coming out this month. So
Ooh.
that's
I hadn't
my whole
seen
Christmas
that yet.
season. I brought a couple of pages. I'm not totally sure if we can show them. Or
You're
not.
probably not allowed yet
I'm
because
probably
the
not,
official
'cause it
press
hasn't
release hasn't come out yet.
I know.
I
the
got-
press release has come out, but they haven't shown pictures from it yet.
Well, I haven't
so-
gotten the press release yet.
Really?
I'm on the press.
They
Hey,
missed it.
guys, what's
I don't
going
know.
on? I'm on the list. I'm a powerful member of the geek culture media.
You are. You should have it. It should happen.
And you know what? I'll bet you it's in my email inbox and I just missed it.
It is.
I gotta tell you this. Just a story. Since we left
Uh-huh.
the previous folks that we were with, and everyone found out that I was on my own, my inbox is inundated all day long with cool stuff.
Popularity.
Press releases, preview copies. I send them to I don't send everything to you guys because you guys would like really get sick of me. But they're sick of me sending them preview copies of stuff, and
There's a lot going on in comics right now.
there is
so-
a lot going
Yeah.
on. But the biggest thing going on right this moment
It's Rocket Raccoon.
is Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
And you did this awesome,
I did.
awesome cover.
I did a cover for Rocket Raccoon. Dream come true.
Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna get it close to the camera. Look at that. That is,
Oh, I love it.
Janet. I gotta say, this might be your best piece of work.
I loved it. They asked me what I wanted to do. I said, don't dare to dream Rocket Raccoon. And they said, Rocket Raccoon, let's do it. So I got to do a rocket cover.
Now I gotta know. So
Yeah.
this is Janet's work is really unique in that this is all layers,
It is.
and so it's
it's like cut.
yeah. So when you put this together,
Mm-hmm.
because you actually color the original work.
I do. Yeah.
Now normally the other stuff I've seen is coded, but you
Yeah, those are the decoupage ones.
You're
This
right.
is basically everything that you would do for decoupage, except then just glued down
Hmm.
instead of the special glue for decoupage onto wood. So,
So-
it's just done on paper.
so. But did you just finish this and then send it off to them, or did
No,
you
I
scan?
scanned it in at home. I have
Really?
scanners, so sent them the finished image. Funny story. For some crazy reason, I got this wild hair and thought, I'll just do a double cover. They didn't ask me for it, but I'll do it. You can't, because they have to advertise on the back. So I kind of got like halfway through and went, can't do this. So I started chopping pieces up, and no work goes some way. Nothing gets wasted in this style, so I could just sort of start layering the pieces back together again. So
Now, didn't you have another one that you did?
I did an Emma Frost the last time they did the Women at Marvel stuff. I got to do Emma Frost. That was fun. That's when I was doing the Emma comic for Pride and Prejudice. So it was Emma.
Why can't I?
And
That's
this time I'm
funny.
doing Wonderland. I did a Wonderland story. So I got to do Mad Hatter, stuff like that, and Rocket Raccoon. With lots
Ladies
of
and
fur.
gentlemen, Janet Lee living the dream
That's right.
in
yeah.
fabulous Viva Nash Vegas.
Oh, absolutely. So such the dream. You
Well,
know,
okay.
I sit at home all the time.
Well-
It sounds more glamorous than it is, as
But-
all
but-
jobs do, right?
But let's be honest here.
Oh, it's a pretty great gig.
You're an artist,
I'm not gonna lie.
and you are having your work published in
Yeah.
the mainstream with one of the biggest characters
Definitely.
in
Oh, definitely.
modern literature right now.
It's completely astounding to me.
When you were a little girl,
Yeah.
did you ever dream in your wildest imagination
No.
that like millions of people would see your work?
No, never. And in fact, when I was a little kid, I was one of those kids that had a bunch of stuff they wanted to do. I did a little acting, I did a little singing, did a little writing, and I actually got a little irritated with my 8th grade art teacher and decided, no art for me. I'm going to stop and I'm going to write. And then I didn't draw for years, so I had no idea I would be doing this.
When did
At
you
all.
start drawing again?
Seriously, after my 13-year-old was born, my husband is a novelist, and I was a little I felt creatively unfulfilled. Lovely job, was working as a book wholesale buyer. Lovely job, lovely people, but I wasn't creatively fulfilled. So he encouraged me to start doing artwork again, started showing in gallery shows, and then a friend of mine had me draw Return the Dapper Men.
Yeah.
And that
One of my
won an Eisner.
favorite works.
Yeah, well, I got news for you later about that front.
Oh yeah.
Little teaser. We'll
Anything
talk
we can
later.
share on air? No.
Well, we can. We're actually discussing dates to release a paperback version of it, and discussing dates for the sequel.
Woohoo!
You heard it
Yeah.
here first, but we don't know when yet. So, but
That's awesome.
It's in conversation.
Well,
So,
let me ask you this.
yes.
Because everybody, well, I don't know everybody, but a lot of people out there watching or listening on iTunes, they want to know. Oh, that's another change. We're on iTunes
On
now.
iTunes.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty awesome. We're ranked number 23 this
Oh,
week.
hey.
So a lot of people want to know, how does an artist get to work for the Big House of Ideas?
Well, I'm probably not the best person to ask because I had such a lucky streak.
Yeah,
You know,
did you
I
just
think a
kind
lot
of
of
fall
people-
backwards into
I
it?
did. I feel like I'm the Lana Turner of comics because I was discovered in a soda shop, basically. But honestly, the way you get noticed by the big publishers is you have to do the work. You have to do a sequential comic on your own. You have to go to conventions and be shown. In fact, there are people, the art directors, walk the floors at conventions all the time, and they're looking for fresh new talent. So you have to show that you can do it and have some. It's easier for artists in a way because, unlike a writer, you can easily, instantly see if you
Yeah.
like something or not.
Yeah.
So, but do hook up with a friend, find somebody that you want to do a comic with, do the comic, and show it around. And that's how you do it, and make friends and talk to people.
And do it regardless of what the financial compensation is.
Yeah, I mean, we were lucky enough to, because it was Jim McCann and he had worked for Marvel before, so we were lucky enough to get hired initially for Return of the Dapper Men, but I was working a full-time job.
Yeah.
You do it because you love it. And do the best work. I mean, I sort of treated Return of the Dapper Men as my calling card for the industry. Do the best job you can do, and don't worry about whether anyone's done it before or not.
Yeah.
Just do it and go.
Yeah, well, that's great advice. Just work your art. Just do it wherever
Yeah.
you can,
Yeah.
as much as you can,
Yeah.
and show as many people as you can.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Awesome.
And don't be afraid to do something a little different and unusual. It'll find its audience eventually.
I tell people that all the time. That
Yeah.
that no matter what your vision is, what your style is, there's an audience out there
Who
for
would have
it.
thought decoupage comic books?
Well,
Seriously. Comic book on a block of wood.
well, I mean, here's the thing: when you're looking at Dapper Men, you're not thinking, well, this is just pictures on a page or it's decoupage. You're just saying this is beautiful artwork.
Oh, thank you. And that's what I mean though by doing your best, making the best art you can make, and that's your calling card for the industry. You do have to pay a little attention to things like, am I right for a particular project? I personally don't. I'm always surprised. I'm a little surprised when I get hired to do superhero stuff. Yeah. Because my style is very different from that. But there are places for it.
Yeah.
So you just find your areas, and they do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We love your work,
Thank you.
We're so excited for you.
There's something that I do want to add.
Absolutely.
When you came and visited us last time at the Great Escape and kind of showed me your work,
you were huge in
Yes. So I have started doing plaques with comic books.
I love that.
Yeah.
You guys should check this out.
Miss Geek Boutique on Facebook.
You should do it.
That's all your inspiration right there.
Excellent. I love that.
Like I was telling Johnny, I was like, okay, what did she use on that? I'm gonna have to go to the store and Mod Podge. Yeah. And they were calling it decoupage, and I'm sitting there looking around. I was like, "Where is decoupage?"
I know. Yeah, glue will work. You can even make it yourself. But these are beautiful. You guys need to check your stuff.
Yeah, and we're gonna be at the Franklin Comic and Toy Show this Sunday, March the 8th, and Miss Geek Boutique is gonna have her wares out. Some cool stuff. Not just the plaques, the cigar boxes, the earrings, just all kinds of cool stuff.
I've even decoupaged the entire chest of drawers.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can do all of it. I did a Nashville Scene box.
Yeah.
That's out on Charlotte Avenue. Yeah. You can decoupage anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything.
And hey, also at the Franklin Comic and Toy Show at the is it at the Marriott?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Franklin Marriott, Cool Springs Marriott. Dee Volpe, the co-founder of Cosplay Collective, she's also going to have her paintings with Miss Geek Boutique in our booth for COmixstravaganza Live. You guys remember seeing the awesome Wonder Woman painting? Yeah.
That's the best part. That's my favorite part of going to conventions is walking around.
Yeah.
Walking around and seeing everybody's art.
Yeah.
Because everybody's doing something different and fun.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate thing with me. Yeah. Because, one, I'm an artist as well, and I'm going to have some art at the show this weekend. But I love art so much. Yeah. And so I love it to go in and see all this great art on display. But then I love art so much that I hate it because I go in and I see all this great artwork on display that I will never be able to afford to own.
Yeah. Well, that's how
I want it all.
That's why I
save myself from doing prints ever. I could probably wallpaper my house in prints. Yeah. If I bought all the prints that I wanted, so I have to hold myself back to original at this point and save up for it, so it's special.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
It's awesome.
But hope you guys will check out the rock record. This is the variant. It's the Women of Marble variant.
And this is on store shelves this week, isn't it?
It is on this week, yes.
Unfortunately, my comic shop didn't have it.
It's the variant. Yeah. It's a little harder to get.
They didn't do the variants down here in Rockaway.
I know. That's all right. But they will have the Once Upon a Time, I bet you.
Probably.
Yeah. So
but
you can check that out there.
But go to your local comic book shop. Ask for this. Here, let's hold it up to the camera one more time. Look at this. Ask for this variant, a Janet Leigh original. They'll order it for you. And
it's Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, it's Rocket Raccoon. Come on. And if you don't know where a local comic book shop is, go to comicbookstorelocator.com. And you can find a local shop near you.
Excellent. Thanks so
Janet,
much.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having
great
me.
to have
it's
you
good
back.
To see you.
Oh, yes, good
and
to see you.
hopefully I'll come on again when I have some definitive Dapper Men news.
I want to see the definitive Dapper Men stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Because that's my era, baby. I'm swinging solid with that.
Excellent. Good
All
news.
right.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you,
All right,
Janet.
See you guys.
Janet Leigh, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
All right, so we got to talk about some news and some new comics. And I do want to mention that tonight, Amy and Paul aren't with us either. some stuff going on that Amy needs to take care of. So we won't have the nerdy news tonight. So when we say goodnight, that'll be it for COmixstravaganza Live. But we got a lot of stuff to cover before we get to that.
Yeah.
And you wanted to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I did. And I watched the mid-season premiere last night.
Yeah.
And I was completely lost watching it because I had no idea that one, and y'all are going to have to kind of catch me up because I did not catch
spoiler alerts! All right.
Well, if you caught the last episode of the mid-season, then you know.
The mid-season finale.
Yeah, so I kind of got spoiled on a lot of stuff watching this premiere because I had thought that I was caught up, but apparently I wasn't. So, Trip died.
Yeah.
Yep. Apparently.
I was kind of ticked off about, by the way.
Yeah.
He was my favorite of the new characters, and
well, Fitz is my favorite. If they kill him, I'm gonna riot. It's gonna be like a Daryl Dixon of Walking Dead with Fitz because for some reason, he's stolen my heart. Like he cannot. I just want to hug him and put him in my pocket and take him everywhere with me because he's so cute and lovable and nerdy and hot.
You know, is it the nerdy?
And the accent.
And the accent? Because,
Yeah. Anyway, he's cute, adorable. Okay,
I don't know if I can do that accent.
No, he's Irish, right? Irish?
Well, he and Jenna are playing a British pair.
Oh, he doesn't sound British. He
No,
sounds
he's
Irish.
not British. He's either Scottish or Irish.
Scottish. There he is. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
either
accent.
Scottish, he's either Scottish or Irish. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So Trip is dead.
Yep.
Okay. Ward is apparently shot, and they mentioned it in this episode. I had no idea that he had gotten shot, or they say that he's dead. Did you not watch the last one? Oh, no.
I haven't seen it either. I'll watch it
This
tonight
makes it
after
very
we
difficult.
finish the
Okay,
show.
okay, so I do want to talk about something.
Don't
and
worry
you
about
had
spoiling
to,
it for
you
us.
had
Just
to
talk
explain it
about
to me because I was online last night and somebody said that they think this is the beginning of, they think that, what's the new ones that came on board, the long-haired girl?
Bobby.
Sky, and then,
Bobby.
Mockingbird, Bobby Morse, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then the guy that came with her. Apparently they were whispering something to each other, and someone mentioned on Facebook that he thinks that there was Sword.
Yes.
And I'm like, what is Sword?
Sword is Marvel's outer space shield. They monitor alien invasions from a satellite, but Mockingbird was never part of Sword.
Okay.
So I don't think that that's the way they're going, because they're really, although they've introduced the Kree as an alien race, so we've got the Kree and the Chitauri from the Avengers movie. Their real focus for the next several years is the Inhumans.
Yeah.
And branding that race of earthbound aliens as the mutant population for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I don't think
This
there's
excites
Sword.
me though. Like I didn't know anything about it, and someone mentioned it, and I was like, "Holy crap, what is that?" And he basically said it's pretty much an alien shield, and I don't know. I got chills. I was like, "Oh, yes."
Well, if they introduce Agent Brand, who is this really gorgeous green-haired woman, then I'll expect to see Sword, because she's the director of Sword.
Right.
I'll expect to see that, but until they, they can't introduce Hank McCoy. Hank McCoy, the Beast from the X-Men, he's also an agent of Sword. But
they can't do that.
Yeah, they can't use him. So
now there was something shocking on the episode last night that threw me through a loop. I was screaming at the TV, and then it turned out to be okay. But I had like a panic attack moment. Just to warn you guys, if you haven't watched it yet, you'll know what I'm talking about once it happens.
So you emailed me saying, what's going on with Rena? What's going on with Sky? So mid-season finale, the episode you missed, the obelisk. You remember that anyone who touched it, turned to stone. It actually was a container, and it contained something called the Terrigen Mists. And when it was released in Attilan, the hidden city, the Inhumans, who are exposed to the mist, develop powers. So
is it like a... Okay.
It unlocks the latent mutant abilities within the Inhumans.
Gotcha.
So it turns out Skye, her father, is the character in the comic books who is Mr. Hyde. So we know that her real name is Daisy Johnson, and in the comic books, Daisy Johnson is an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. who becomes the superhero Quake, and a member of the Avengers later on.
Yeah.
So she has these seismic powers that were released by the Terrigen. And Rena...
God, I just got chills when you said that she was going to be an Avenger.
Yeah. And
like,
then,
I want to see her on screen. I think that would be awesome.
It could happen. And then Rena, we don't know what's going on with her Inhuman powers, but
I do.
I haven't seen the episode
I'm
yet.
not going to say nothing.
A lot of people are speculating that she is the character, or an analogy to Tigra. No? I'll watch it tonight, and I'll be able to report next week and give you for sure thumbs up or thumbs down on that one.
Somebody used the reference of her being Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, really? We'll have to watch that tonight and see. Big Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Anything else that you need to mention? We've got a prize package to give away tonight.
What?
Yeah, actually, earlier this afternoon, I already drew the name at random. This week on my Facebook page at Big Daddy Cool Shows on Facebook, I posted that if we hit 2,000 fans, that I would draw randomly from all of the fans who liked the page from the beginning to the end.
Did I win?
No, you did not. Currently, we are at 2,066.
Nice.
And you know some evil people out there are really gnashing their teeth over that. So I drew a name, and they are going to get a prize package from Comic Bento. 3 graphic novels. This is actually one of my favorites. So I'm giving away one of my favorite graphic novels. It's Pharaoh City, the Medusa Key. It's total diesel punk noir, robot cops and hard-boiled detectives and a murder mystery. Very, very cool. Flying cars, the whole thing. It's awesome. So yeah, very cool. Then Beyond the Wall, and this is a Greek mythology story.
Really?
You've got, Spartans and muscle-bound, testosterone-ridden gladiators and monsters. And then this is really cool. Virga, Son of Suns, and this is one of those cool steampunk, diesel punk, atomic punk mashups. It's kind of got a little bit of all 3 of those genres, and very, very cool graphic novel. So, the winner of this prize package from Comic Bento, and you can find out more about Comic Bento by clicking the link in our show notes. You can get a box of comics worth at least $50 every month for less than $20. It's awesome. And this kind of stuff, as well as the majors. But our winner of this prize package is John Robert Pearson.
Yay!
Yeah, John Robert. So I've already emailed you, and just shoot me your address, your mailing address, and we'll ship these right out to you. And
Nice.
It'll be awesome. Now, we're going to have another giveaway package from Comic Bento in a couple of weeks, and we'll be announcing that on the COmixstravaganza Live Facebook page. All right, it's time for my hot picks of the week. Hot picks. Now, we're going to save that one for last.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Janet Lee is still here in the congregation, and Janet, I don't have this with me, but our good friend Eric Powell published a brand new series starting this week called Big Man's Move. And very cool, very violent, very sexual. Not for kids. That's why I don't have it in my hand, because but Eric, it's very cool. And congratulations on another new series, and you'll want to check that out. All right, so Hellboy. This is one of the series that I'm like hooked on and addicted to. This is Hellboy and the BPRD 1952. Hellboy's first mission. And the last issue ended on a great cliffhanger. He's been maybe betrayed, he's been blown up, he's in a secret cavern. Very cool. And the artwork on this is Alex Maleev. And Janet, we've talked about beautiful artwork, and Alex is one of the best out there right now and perfect for this genre for Hellboy. Awesome, awesome stuff. So check that out. All right, now I am not a fan of Vampirella.
Why not?
I just am not. Because there's something about, I should be, as a red-blooded American, very excited about busty brunette vampires running around wearing only ribbons for costumes. But it's never really appealed to me. I'm not a big horror comic guy, and just the gratuitous sexualization of a character, it doesn't fly with me that much. But, however, this month, issue number 1, it's actually a one-shot. This is a very cool thing that Dark Horse is doing. Is it Dark Horse or Dynamite? Dynamite. Dynamite is doing this. It's called Altered States, and this is Vampirella Altered States issue 1. She's in space, in the future, and she's fully clothed. And it's got a very cool retro future aesthetic to it. And
Is this like Jason in space?
no, because she's a heroic vampire.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
All right. That's just what that reminded me of.
And this one, she's even more so. So,
Okay.
very cool concept. And they're doing this whole line of the Altered States. Next week is Doc Savage Altered States. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what that's going to be. So Vampirella, Altered States, one shot. I can endorse that one. All right. My absolute favorite Marvel character is She-Hulk. I love this character. And she's had several launches of her own series, and this is the latest one. Unfortunately, issue number 12 is the final issue.
Oh no.
For whatever reason, she cannot carry her own series for very long lengths of time, even though they're really good. And for me, and this is no disrespect to Brian Pulido, the art just did not work for me on this title. And so that's kind of why I wasn't really into it. However, here's the funniest thing about the She-Hulk series. The best issues are always the final issues. Dan Slott's run was fantastic. Peter David's last issue, really great. The John Byrne series went out with a bang. And so this one, we finally get to learn the contents of the blue envelope.
Ooh.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And so, as it is with She-Hulk, her final issue is going out with a bang. Now, don't fret, She-Hulk fans, because she's still part of the Mighty Avengers, and she's going to be heading up her own all-female Avengers team after Secret Wars called A-Force, which looks to be pretty cool. I'm really pretty excited about that, because it's going to have... I gotta tell you, my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe are all women, with the exception of Captain America.
Nice.
I love She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel. She's now called Spectrum, but that's neither here nor there. The Invisible Woman, Scarlet Witch, Storm, all my favorite characters, all women. So,
Nice.
yeah, A-Force is coming up.
together.
All right.
Oh.
Did you guys see that article this week? 15 fabulous cosplay fails.
No.
Well,
Did you post it?
No, I didn't post it. And I didn't post it on purpose. Because I heard you mention cosplay, She-Hulk cosplay. I mean, we should see more of it, right? We don't see enough She-Hulk. You're going to do it. D. Volpe's going to do it. Well, this was an article that came out this week. And I'm not even going to mention the website. Because it was making fun of and body shaming cosplayers.
Really?
And it was really, really pretty horrible. Yeah, it was really pretty horrible making fun of cosplayers. And yeah.
Cosplay Collective is not about that.
Yeah, Cosplay Collective is about being body positive. As a matter of fact,
We're all about that base. Trouble. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm doing a panel at Mid South Con on that topic. So looking for. Actually, I think I'm doing 2 on a similar topic. So excited about that. All right, my pick of the week and maybe of the entire month. This is huge. We've been talking about it for weeks. I'm so excited, and this has some awesome artwork for you. It's by Mark Wade and Barry Dodson. Is that right? Terry Dodson. Terry Dodson.
It's me.
It is Princess Leia #1 from Marvel. And Janet Lee's already read it, apparently.
It's a great cover.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
fantastic cover. And I just flipped through the story. I got it just before going live tonight. And it's, you know, it's really good. This series is going to deal with less of what the previous Dark Horse series dealt with. You know, the previous Dark Horse series, the Star Wars main title series, painted Leia as a total badass. As good a pilot and as good a fighter and as good a military leader as Luke and Wedge and Han. And this one indicates kind of the same theme from the cover, but so they're going that direction a little bit, but they're going to deal more with Leia's struggle of being without a home. You know, she's one of the last.
But they never really addressed that after.
No, they never do,
Daughter.
and so in some of the novels they do, but those are no longer canon. So
Right.
this story is part of Star Wars canon, official canon, and it's really going to deal with her finding a new homeworld for the surviving Alderaanians. Yeah, so good stuff though. Artwork is fantastic. Terry Dodson
Oh, look at this.
is perfect for this series. And there's a lot of great pieces here for you to decoupage.
I'm not
Miss
cutting
Geek.
this off.
Well, not this one. You can
No.
go get your own copy.
No.
Ask them to give you some that have been damaged.
Yeah.
Take the damaged ones. See if you can buy those from the shop if any are damaged.
You know what? I never thought of that.
Oh, totally. It's a great use for stuff.
Yeah.
One of the other cool things about this is we get to meet some different fighter pilots through the Star Wars universe, other than just Wedge and a few of the others. In this very first issue, we
See,
meet.
it starts out right where. the
Yeah,
movie
right
was.
at the end of the award ceremony.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is very cool, and yeah. See in this image. Show the audience. I'm reliving my childhood, and at 7 years old, I knew I was in love with Princess Leia. So did everybody else in the room. The congregation has spoken. But we got Admiral Akbar in this. We got another female pilot. It's really good stuff.
Ooh.
And yeah, so pick up Princess Leia, issue #1. Leanna, what am I forgetting? Franklin Comic and Toy Show this Sunday. There are a ton of guests. I can't even think of who all is going to be there. D. Volpe, are you able to look that up real quick while I check Twitter? See if anybody has
Tweeter.
sent us a message. No, you guys got to tweet us live while we're on air here. We can answer. I got the crystal ball right here. Well, it's gone walking somewhere, I guess. But yeah, always tweet us live. And hey, we got a brand new email address this week. COmixstravaganza@gmail.com. You can send us your feedback there at that address. Tweet us live at Live Comics with an X. You can find us on YouTube, graphicpolicy.com, and BigDaddyCoolShows.com. And of course, audio only on iTunes. Goes up every Friday, and check that out. Also, let me just mention, a little self-promotion here. I'm going to be at Mid-South Con March 20th through the 21st, or 22nd. Also, we've got MTAC coming up. When is that? April
3rd through the 5th.
April 3rd through the 5th. We're going to be hosting the Cosmetality Suite there. So that's going to be cool. Come out and see us at MTAC. Bring your best cosplay, and don't be afraid to, to be active in it, because we got the Comic Valley Suite. You can come by, rest, recharge, and repair if you need to. That's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. And then we got some other stuff coming up later in the year. We'll talk more about that. But that's where you can see us immediately. March 8th, Franklin Comic and Toy Show, Mid-South Con, March 20th through the 22nd, and MTAC, April 3rd and 4th. And 5th. That's what I said. We'll see you there. All right. Do we know who's going to be at Franklin Comic and Toy Show? Did you find that?
I'm actually trying to get it up here.
I know we got folks from The Walking Dead going to be there. I'd look it up. But while we wait, just talk about yourselves.
Who, me?
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Check out our sponsor, graphicpolicy.com. Let me tell you what. Brett Schechner, who runs graphicpolicy.com, I don't know if he sleeps, because dude is
Always.
cranking out news all day long.
Yeah.
If it's a news story in the world of comics or pop culture, he's pumping it out. And you really need to be subscribing to their newsletter, because it's pretty fantastic. And if you're into indie comics, especially like I am, they do more reviews of indie comics than any other site out there. So check that out, and that'll be awesome. What do we got, Dee? Anything?
Well, there is D. Allen Lewis, who's an author.
Oh, D. Allen Lewis. He's one of my best friends. I forgot he was going to be there. Capes and Clockwork and the Bishop of Port Victoria. Awesome book. Awesome book.
Jay Leaston
Jay Leaston, okay.
from Death of Wolverine.
Oh, The Death of Wolverine. All right, cool, okay.
Santiago Suriel from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Santiago, yeah.
We met him.
Yeah, we
at
did.
The last one that
Yeah,
were
we
at.
did.
Don Teams, one of the walkers.
Yeah.
Sam Payne.
Oh, Sam Payne. Sam Payne, tip of my hat, another Nashvilleian, another great artist. You know, Janet Lee, we've got like this awesome comic book art community in Nashville that I don't think anyone really knows about.
Yeah.
We got you and Eric and Sam. We got Michael Lipinski and a few other guys. Stephen Fox. Do you know Stephen?
Don't know Stephen Fox, but
Gosh, he does some great work with his own series. Who else we got, Dee?
That's all that's listed.
That's all that's listed. Anyway, it's a show for comic book lovers this Sunday, March the 8th, at the Cool Springs Marriott in Franklin. And we're going to be there. Come see Leanna. Come bring some cash and buy some Miss Geek Boutique awesome stuff.
Billy Martinez
Billy Martinez?
from Nico Press.
Cool. All right. That's good. Anything else? Anything else? Well, guys, I guess that's it.
I hope you survived the Thor storm.
Yeah, wherever you are, if you're in the wave of the Thor storm, stay warm, stay safe. And until the next time, I'm Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Delarocca. This is Darth Lee, Leanna Player. Swing hard, swing often, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Woohoo!